welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we're working with this pattern. This pattern is 2897 on friendshipbracelets.net. I'm going to copy it and bring it over to my template, which is already sized nicely. Oh, did not mean to move that line. Move this off to the side over here, and I'll slide it up to like there. Right, so there's our template, and I have to go to this. Oh wait, layer goes to a new layer. Perfect. And we put on a new layer because it just allows me to kind of move it around if necessary. If we anchor it down, it's stuck there, and then when we're all done, we have to erase it. So kind of neat, pointless. Grab my paint tool and wait, go to the right layer again. So I'm starting out with the bigger diamond here just because it kind of makes sense. It'll be a perfect for in the center. I just spent like the last few minutes trying to see whether I could basically make the other row offset exactly, and it turns out no, because if we try to put the diamond in at the line, it's right there. So that really doesn't work. It's off by like a half a line. And so there's really no way of, if you want to, you could offset it some, but it won't be like, you can't line it up right in the middle to make it do the thing where they're offset perfectly from each other, which was a kind of a disappointment. That was kind of why I picked this pattern. I thought it would be fun to double just to see, you know, the two sides can offset. But when I discovered it wouldn't work, I decided just to double it the regular old way and kind of see how that goes. So one of the things I kind of noticed about this right out the gate is these two light strands are the only light strands in it. There's just two, and the rest is all dark, right? So yeah, it's gonna make putting together the pattern really easy, but at the same time it's gonna make it so that way these two strands get used more than anything else in it, and they won't connect to the other side. So you'll have two strings on the right and two strings on the left that are just used from beginning to end. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see this play out. It's not a difficult pattern. It's just that it's going to use these strings an awful lot, and it'll be interesting to try to see how to go about segment knotting it. It's not going to be exactly straightforward because there's going to be these diamond things on both sides happening. So I don't have a plan as of yet, but I'll work one out as I'm going along, and we'll see how it goes. But as far as like putting the pattern together, yeah, this is pretty darn easy. Right, so that's all the strings for that part there. I can hide our example now, and I can get this. Now this is the select by color tool. These things can kind of move around, like if this is if your little guideline for this changes, it moves it. But yeah, the select by color, we take our light blue color now, and we take this, lighten that up, but we're gonna go with like a gray color. Get our paint bucket. Now we have to go to this where it chooses how our bucket fills. So normally it's on fill similar colors, right? So that's how it just stays in the box. If we hit fill whole selection, everything we selected will change. See how cool that is? Go back to fill similar colors because I have made the mistakes of forgetting that, and then the next time I go to do anything, it makes a huge mess of everything. So don't want to do that. All right. So if I select this top corner that we filled in, copy and paste it, and then go find my flip tool. See, I moved that line, so now it's in a different spot. I'll live with it. All right. So now if we go to the guideline that's vertical, it'll actually flip it this way. Go to our select tool and anchor it. Take the whole top half, copy, paste. And before we anchor it, we have to move it, then anchor. So we flip it and it goes. So it's a good looking bracelet. It's gonna be fun. But like I said, like sometimes, like trying to make it more advanced, right? Because ideally I would want this not here, right in the middle of the two smaller diamonds. I would want that to be right on the center guideline. But if I do that, then this, which requires having 4 in the center, would be off. So no matter which way you try to play it, it doesn't work out that way. You could offset it, but then you would have like this diamond somewhere in like one above or one below it, which kind of, I don't know, the symmetry there I think would be really, really off. So, you know, it just doesn't kind of work out for this one. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and you can see down here at the bottom, we have a little bit to erase. That's real easy. I just use the pencil tool and select by using the control button, and I can get rid of this. This is because I moved the center line up just one thing, so that way it would line up here in the middle like it did. So that's that. All right, before I go, let me just quick thank my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members for making this possible. I'm gonna make this bracelet, and I will let you know if I discover anything interesting, as well as show you how I tried my best to take and make this as easy as possible. Segment knotting, maybe. I'm gonna try. I will. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.